It's here. It just got here. We're gonna wait for it to get off the truck though. Woo. This is a supplemental box. I thought I ordered something else, but it goes with the main box. So in case you were wondering, we got ourselves the Freego X3. Most of the ones you've seen on social media have been influencer, like pre-production models. This is full off the production line. They've already sold out. So we're gonna unbox it. We're gonna see why it's selling out, see if it's as good as the influencers say it is, and give a full review. And we're just going to be doing some content on the X3 because it's kind of the latest and greatest, supposedly street legal class 3 e-bike out there right now with pedals. So let's check it out. Get out of the box. All right, looks like we got our fenders. So I've seen some in the video showing carbon. These are just matte black fenders. Got a big old box right here. Oh, looks like we got a carbon front plate, got our rear shock, looks like we got our pedals, charger. So this is kind of our parts and tools kit. Handlebars. Ah, there she is. Hey, look at that. Oh, the battery's not even in it. All right, here we go. There it is. Whew, look at that. It looks so good. Get wheels on, get this thing finished up. We're just gonna do the handlebars first. Just take out the screws. They provide all the tools. Look at this. Got a whole bag of tools to do the install, and it even comes with spare brake pads. Bring this up. That's just gonna go right in there. And check this out. It even has like an adjustment to show like your angle. So you can kind of use that to measure your actual angle for your bars. This is gonna go up underneath. And then we'll just get our bolts back in and tighten them down. All right, got the handlebars on. Now we got to get that front wheel, and it's in here. So let's see. I think the battery's in here as well. There we go. Nice big 19-inch on the front and 19-inch on the back. So finally a bike that's tall enough for me. And I'm assuming, yep, here's our 40-pound battery pack. So total weight of the bike supposedly 132 pounds, and this is supposed to be about 40 pounds. There we go. That is a beefy battery. The front wheel was actually sick. They kind of have this quick disconnect system, so you just loosen these 4 bolts on either side of the fork, and then this just Allen wrenches out, and it's just one whole shaft that goes through. So now we got the front wheel on. Next up, we install the shock. It goes in like this. We got the shipping rod in there, so it's simple as taking the bolts out, putting this in, and putting the bolts back through. Now we got the adjustable rear shock in place, so really easy 2-screw installation. It does help to have someone hold up the seat while you're lining it up. Now it's time for pedals. Pedals are a go. Nothing special on the pedals. They're just your basic pedals. Just make sure you put them on correctly. Don't back thread them. It tells you the arrow, and it says left side and right side, so you can't screw it up. Next up is the rear fender. We take the seat off just by removing these 2 10mm nuts right here. So take them off the back, and then there's 2 more up here on the front. And just like that, it lifts off, and now we can install our rear fender. It just sits right there. You put the seat on, tighten the seat back down. Rear fender is on, looking good. A little flimsy, we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't rattle, but it's not like super tight under the seat here. And the last couple of things, front fender and headlight should be just as easy as the rear. Just a couple of screws up underneath here, so let's get it on. And just like that, we got the fender and the headlight. The headlight was a little confusing. I thought it was supposed to go up here, but none of the screws could fit on the threads on top. So it threaded fine from underneath, but underneath, this whole thing can't slide around this post. So I just did it like this. So the wires would go in this little loop here, but it's only held by 2, not 4. And then I did the headlight with the rounded side on top. So if I did it wrong, someone let me know. And to add a little hint of toughness, we can go matte black, or we can go carbon if we want to. But since this would be the only thing carbon, we're going to go matte black. They even provide the zip ties to zip tie it to the fork, so let's get that on. And now the front plate's on. This thing looks sick. And the last step is installing the battery. So we're going to slide that beast down in there. Just lift it up. Just slides down in. And then we hook it up right here with this big old beast of a cable. Boop. There's our charging port. And then we just turn it on here. to activate our bike. From the factory, it came with 81, 82% battery. Oh, it's going up in battery. Nice. This little button here will cycle through voltage and percentage. And then right here, they have a little clamp that you can screw in and tighten your battery in so it doesn't wiggle around, which is pretty sweet because you don't want a rattling battery. And before we ride it, the final piece, the peel. Power on. Oh, it's saying NFC. Why is it saying that, Jeremy? Because it requires NFC keys, not a regular key. See, all the influencers that got this bike early all had a key over here. The new production models have NFC chips. That is sick. So we just tap it to the screen and we're in. How sick is that? Absolutely big bike. Perfect for my size, super comfy seat. That's out of the gate. This thing is so comfy. Obviously I have to ride on it for a while to really test it, but the only thing left is to get it going down the road. So I'm gonna switch to my POV glasses and let's take a ride.